Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do what the thing says on the screen. Thank you in advance. Now, I had to take it back to one of the first games to blow my mind, and the reason I wanted a SEGA Genesis. This is Sonic 1. I got to give you a story about the first time I saw Sonic 1. The first time I saw Sonic 1 was also the first time I met my brother Batman, Tuan, and because he was the first person I knew who had a SEGA Genesis. I didn't know what a SEGA Genesis was. At this time, let me tell you, the only systems I knew of existence, and this is like 91, 92-ish, is the NES, the Atari, and the Master System. And I knew very little about the Master System. So we go and meet him, and he's like, y'all like video games. He's got a game system, which was usually the way that they made kids hang out back in the day. And he's like, I got a SEGA Genesis. And I'm like, what is that? And so they're playing Buster Douglas KO boxing, which I know sounds crazy, but listen, it was a game. It was on the Genesis. It actually is not bad. But they also had this other game, Sonic. And they were like, yeah, that's the game that comes with it. And they put it on, they play it for a little bit. They go through like the first level of like Green Hill Zone. And they're like, all right, bring it back to Buster Douglas, because one, it's 2 players and, we got multiple people trying to play. So the whole time they're playing Buster Douglas boxing, I'm like, what was up with that Sonic game though? And I just remember being like, I don't know what it is, but it seems like the coolest thing ever. Like some anthropomorphic creature, he's running real fast, he's picking up rings. It's like Mario, but it's like turned up. It's like before I knew what speed running was, the game looked like someone was speed running. I didn't know what to call it at the time. And so I just remember being like, man, if I ever get a chance to play it, if I get my turn, I want to play Sonic. And eventually I got to play it that day. And I was, that was it. That was like, I still thought Mario was, the bee's knees, but the Sonic thing was just, it was different. And I remember, shortly after I ended up going to live with my dad, and he's like, well, what do you want, for Christmas? And I'm like, I want a Genesis. Like there's no question about what I want. I want a SEGA Genesis, and I wanted Sonic. By the time I got my Genesis, Sonic 2 was out, which was even better. But I was just like, I gotta get Sonic. So end up getting Sonic 1 as well. And the one thing that young Darius will be very disappointed, as you can see from this footage, is that the special stages on Sonic 1 are just, I was always bad at them, but at least back then I could get through at least the first 4 or so emeralds. I can't do it anymore. I don't know. It makes my brain just blow up. I don't know what to do. Everything is turning and spinning, and I can't figure out where to go and what to get. But Sonic 1 was like, when you first saw it, I mean, this is a game where I remember being in elementary school and kids, talking about the code so that you could get the debug menu and you can spawn all the rings and all of this stuff. And it was just like, it was its own thing to like actually competed with Mario. And I know that sounds like, Sonic, whatever. But like at one point, Sonic was going neck and neck with Mario, and it was like unheard of, because nobody was going into that platformer, mascot space. Like Mario was video games, because Nintendo was certainly king. But this Genesis thing with this Sonic game was like, it was always there, and this was before everything got weird and people used to like, truly pick sides. It was more like, no, Mario's good. Mario 3 is fantastic. But Sonic is really good too. Like Sonic's got some heat. There's a reason why people pick up a Genesis. Like there's actually a reason to pick a different system. And I always just felt like, during that time it was a much more fun time. It was way less extra stuff that went along with gaming. Music iconic, levels iconic, Robotnik getting folded, and the difficulty spike at the end of Sonic games were always a little bit tougher than the Mario games. So that was the other thing. It was like, you could beat Sonic, but you're gonna work a little bit harder than you do when you playing Mario games. At least in the beginning, you know, after a while it kind of teetered off and it is what it is. But, you know, there weren't a lot of kids who beat the original Sonic with all the emeralds. And I sweated it out one time and did it, but now I'll never do it again. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, sorry, young Darius. I don't have it in me anymore. But if you have memories of this game, you know, of the Genesis, if this is the first game you saw, like me, or I mean, whatever game that, you know, caught your eye from the Genesis, let me know. If it was Buster Douglas boxing, you know, that's cool too. As always, I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.